what's going on, AMC stock family? In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Securities of Exchange, or in other words, the SEC, as well as major banks and major institutions. Why does this all relate to AMC? Well, let's get into that right now. When we said that the world is watching, we really mean it. And let's not try to ignore the fact that AMC, everyone is watching it right now. When the price goes down 1 or 2 points, everyone starts talking about it, and it really is no other equity. Now, Walter Bloomberg, he decided to say that Bank of England's Bailey says, I don't think meme stocks like GameStop raise financial stability issues, but they may indeed raise questions of the market integrity, especially in the United States. This is not good news whatsoever. So in the beginning of the video, I just mentioned it's not just the SEC talking about AMC, it's actually major banks. And over here, we have the Bank of England. Guys, we have the Bank of England talking about AMC Entertainment. What does this tell you? Well, right off the bat, she is indicating that she is not necessarily on AMC's side, okay? So that may not be the best, but she does give credit to stocks like GameStop and AMC just because they are not saying that they are the problem. Instead, they are saying that the people investing in these stocks are the problem because they do question the integrity, and they do also mention that it is questioning the integrity of the United States. So this really is a lot of shade being thrown, and this is not the best type of catalyst that you want. However, that's not to worry whatsoever because again, they do mention that it's just the momentum and it's the retail traders. So that means that we are strong and that we have a lot of resilience because otherwise they would not be talking about this. What they're trying to say is that they have not seen any other movement like this because really, what other stock, what other equity has been able to have such a strong movement like the AMC movement? So again, nothing to worry about. Don't worry when this type of fear, uncertainty, and doubt starts to come around. Don't worry about it. All you need to understand is that this movement is really powerful because if it wasn't, the Bank of England would not be talking about it as well as the SEC. Because let's be honest, any wrong move that AMC or GameStop makes, everyone is going to be talking about it because they don't want these stocks to go up higher. They know that many institutions and many hedge funds, they are currently tied all around it. They are selling AMC and GameStop in large amounts. I also would say that it's not very wise for a lot of these hedge funds and institutions, in my opinion, and remember, I'm not a financial advisor, to be selling AMC in large quantities. And it's also not a good idea to be having a lot of this fear, uncertainty, and doubt when news like this is happening. So what exactly is this news? Well, AMC is going to be accepting Ethereum, Litecoin as payments besides Bitcoin. So again, they did mention Bitcoin in the early of the year. However, now they've added to that list. It is also going to include Ethereum and Litecoin. Not Dogecoin though. Many have been saying, why is AMC not doing this? And who knows? Knowing Adam Aaron, the CEO of AMC, he may indeed decide to do that, but just not right now. And so let's read over here this news because again, I don't know why. I don't understand why there's FUD circling around other than the stock price. I know that the share price of AMC is not the highest right now, but we will be getting to that in just a few minutes, and this news will exactly correlate with the price. Don't worry. So the movie theater chain AMC Entertainment Holdings plans to accept other currencies like Ethereum and Litecoin in addition to Bitcoin as a mode of payment. Absolutely phenomenal. Many companies, they haven't even decided to think about this transition, even though many people are very familiar with these types of currencies. So you would think, why are companies not at least thinking about this? And really, AMC is one step ahead. So again, that is also more bullish news. And so on Thursday, AMC CEO Adam Aaron tweeted that the company's plans to accept three other currencies, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And he also states that cryptocurrency enthusiasts, you likely know that AMC Theaters has announced that we will accept Bitcoin for online ticket and concession payments by the year end of 2021. I can confirm today that when we do so, we also expect that we similarly will accept Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash, the CEO tweeted. And last month, AMC had initially unveiled its plans to accept Bitcoin payments for online movie tickets before the end of the year. And let me just tell you, this was also bullish for the stock price. It did not happen immediately. Do not get me wrong, because I remember when I first knew that AMC was planning to accept Bitcoin by the end of 2021, many believed that the AMC share price would immediately go up and it would rise very quickly. And that was not the case. That was because also you have to understand that cryptocurrency as well as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, many of those surrounding that realm, they were not in the highest prices yet. Bitcoin was either around 30 to 40K. And that was also after it decided to drop from 60K. There was a lot of negative sentiment during that time, and right now we also see that AMC is also having some negative sentiment, and this is not related to the fundamental catalyst. For example, this right here, this is a fundamental play. This is a catalyst play because this will help the AMC balance sheet somehow. Okay, this is why they're even doing this in the first place. Even though right now all this news, regardless of what it is, may not be seeming like it is helping AMC right now, in the future, I'm going to be already guessing that it will inevitably do so. And that is simply because anytime the fundamentals of a company are better than the share price of the company, that means that the share price will follow later. What you don't want to happen is that the share price decides to go up, but the fundamentals just do not rise to those expectations of the share price. And that's also when you get even more FUD. That's when you get investors of Wall Street starting to hate on that equity. And you do not want Wall Street hating on your underlying equity. They will be the ones that start to have a lot of negative bias towards your stock. And then again, that creates even more fear because they're probably going to tell so many people to start selling any type of stock. And then that stock actually does decide to have a sell off. And it's just all way too much of a mess in and of itself. I know that was a lot, but let's just continue reading. I also do know that right now, it's not the most easiest time to hold AMC. It certainly wasn't easy to hold AMC for many people when it was hovering around $30 a share. And so right now, the price may seem like it's back at that $30 share price range, but it is most certainly not. It is closer to $40 a share than it is to $30 a share. And so I feel like right now there are just going to be more paper hands in AMC. But remember, AMC stock family, we cannot allow that to happen. Do not let your fellow AMC investors become paper hands unless that is part of their decision and that is part of their plan. Because everyone has their own plan in the financial markets, so let them do whatever they wish. However, if they're being persuaded by negative catalysts, you just got to remind them that there's so much positive catalyst going on for AMC. And one of this is just as we mentioned throughout the entirety of this video, and you could just share these videos with them. AMC is going to be accepting Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin as payments in the future. And this is just one form of their positive catalyst. There have been so many more that we have been discussing on this channel, but this is just one of the examples. Now, if we finally continue reading because we are almost done, then we're going to be talking about the share price because I know many are confused what is going to happen. And so Adam Aron, he did mention during the second quarter earnings call, he said that we are also in the preliminary stage of now exploring how AMC can participate in this new cryptocurrency universe, and we're quite intrigued by the business opportunities for AMC if we intelligently pursue further serious involvement with cryptocurrency. And so as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, they would not be doing this if it did not help their balance sheet, because Adam Aron knows that right now AMC, they do have debt and they are trying to remove that in whatever way that they can. And so this is probably going to be one of those ways that they decide to do that. And so almost a year back, AMC was on the brink of bankruptcy, just as I just mentioned. However, the company has witnessed a miraculous rise from that state, driven by the AMC stock community. So just in the previous article, we were talking about the AMC stock movement. And so even in this article, and this is the NASDAQ, that just means that it's even more serious, because if the NASDAQ is talking about the AMC Reddit army or the AMC Reddit users, in other words, just the AMC stock movement in general in the community that we have, that means that the AMC stock movement really is serious and it is not a joke. People continuously undermine us and the AMC stock movement, but in reality, this miraculous rise that even the NASDAQ admitted has been driven by the Reddit users. And so the company was known as a meme stock after young investors started investing in AMC stock, and I would actually disagree with this. It is not just the young investors. There have been so many people all across saying that they are invested in AMC and they are not young whatsoever. They were simply invested in AMC because of the movement. After all, the CEO, Adam Aron, he actually gave the AMC investors free popcorn, and that was a deal. Again, going back to the point and highlighting the fact that Adam Aron, he knows what he is doing. He tried to create some sort of a deal with the AMC investors, and then that also helped the AMC balance sheet, because during the second quarter of AMC, they actually released very positive earnings. It was one of the best ones so far, very relative, and that's because they did indeed beat earnings expectations. Are they still in debt? Yes, they are. But if you compare it from a comparative viewpoint, they were absolutely phenomenal during earnings, just because a lot of investors did not believe that AMC could beat earnings. And last but not least, we are going to be talking about the AMC price, not for too long though, because in all honesty, there really is not much that needs to be said. We know that AMC is going to be one of our buy and hold plays, unless you are a day trader. And if you are a day trader, then here's what you need to know. You need to know that AMC has been following a correlation with the general market. And so I'm going to count the general market as being Tesla. Let's just say it's going to be Tesla, because Tesla does make up a good amount of the S&P 500. And so let's try to understand what happened on this wick candle right here. And so this wick candle occurred on September 13th of 2021, and Tesla dropped from approximately $744 all the way to $708 a share. Now, why exactly did this happen? Well, if we go all the way to AMC, let's see what happened on September 13th for AMC. Well, right over here, we actually see a quite difference. Yes, the candle was red, but don't be fooled, because AMC went from $50 a share all the way to $53 a share as an estimate. Now, I know that when we do have red candles, it opens up from the top and then it decides to go to the bottom if you decide to accurately understand this candle wick, because no, it did not go all the way from 50 to 53. It actually went the opposite, from 53 to 50. That's why highlights red. But regardless, a 3-point drop is nowhere near the drop that Tesla had, going from 744 or 45 to all the way 708. That is quite the difference. And so now we see that Tesla is trending upwards, whereas AMC is trending downwards. And right back again, let's go to see that trend one more time, because the trend is very much evident all the way up. It has been very consistent. And so consistency in AMC has not been unfound either, except the consistency is actually trending downwards, as I just mentioned. And so all we need right now, AMC stock family, is we need to see Tesla going up. And I'm only mentioning Tesla because I'm sure many of you guys know what it is. Now, you can understand this also throughout the S&P 500 by just going to the SPY. That is the ticker symbol. Just again, Tesla is going to make it much easier. And so as Tesla goes down, AMC will go up. But as Tesla goes up, AMC will go down. That is my prediction, that is my estimation, and so I'm not a financial advisor, but this is just how I'm going to be understanding AMC from this point onwards. And so also, I know that AMC is at a major support level right now, so I'm not really sure why many are stressing about AMC. I don't think that there is reason to stress about AMC, especially if you're a part of the AMC stock movement, which I most certainly am. I've yet to sell AMC shares because I just believe that there's too much opportunity in this stock right now. And with that being said, AMC stock family, let me know if you are still a believer of AMC. Some people, they have definitely become paper hands. Some people, they haven't become paper hands, but their conviction has definitely lowered for AMC. And so let me know in the comment section, what is your sentiment right now for this equity? And so with that being said, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next video.